Good morning. What's going on? We had non-farm payroll this morning. I was planning on YOLOing a couple accounts there, but didn't get up in enough time. Wasn't ready. So we missed it. Looking at the 5-second, it looks like we probably could have taken some points out of that. Market was trading, putting a buy order up here, sell order down here. We went straight through. Today we will be doing what we've been doing. Up here, 25K Apex account, trading 5 micros at a time, aiming for, yep, you guessed it, $75 to $100 a day. Down here, we have the one bot we've been running. I just have it displayed on a 30-second chart, on a 30-second time-based normal candor pattern. However, this is not the chart it's trading. We just watch it take trades. Then this week I've also been testing another bot. Tomorrow I get 2 accounts reset. So then Monday we'll use one of those to have another bot running on that. And I'm thinking about using the other one to copy trade. I've never used copy trading on Quantower, so was thinking of, as I build up this 25K account, I've been doing good with it, how I trade. So if I trade it, just let it copy trade on another account and just try to keep it out of sight, out of mind. Don't even worry about it. Just trade this account, and then if this one passes, that one should be in a good shape too. Yep, that's my goal, John, is a bot army. It's very difficult to have it's difficult just to pull money consistently out of the market. So I'm thinking with good risk management, if you have a bunch of bots running on different strategies, assuming it's good risk management, the ones that do good should outweigh the ones that are doing bad that day. Grim. The frick is the font size? Do we want to do a giveaway today? I don't know. Delete. We also have that TopStep No, but it's coming. And I was thinking of instead of doing one big one for this month, do like I don't know. We'll start off. I, I thought I was thinking like $100 every Friday to a random member, and there's no limit. Like if you were to win, you could still have the potential to win next week. Maybe we do that. It's more often instead of having to wait anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks in between. I'll give it all away and then I'll never get paid. And then I'll just be screwed. That's all right. We'll have a good time doing it. We can extend it. Uh there's still 4 Fridays. We can extend it. We can pretend like March 1st is included in that. Maybe it turns into a every Friday. I don't know. We've only done 2 giveaways, and I've changed my mind so many times on how I want to do them and ideas for doing them. So why don't we commit to at least 5 Fridays in a row? Uh, we'll do a random member, $100. That's at least 500 over the next Free Fries Friday. You could buy a lot of fries with $100. You don't have to. Yeah, this will be a you don't have to be present because it's going to be for members, so I can just pull a list of members from YouTube. I think we do that. It'll be a little anticlimactic if the person who wins isn't here, but I don't have anything else to offer extra things for members. So it's like, I don't know. I think that's a good deal. Not a good deal, but if some people started doing the memberships before I thought about doing this, so that's a way to give back, I guess, to those people. And it won't be forever. If there's anyone out there who doesn't want to be a member, you don't have to. We'll think of another giveaway, like $1. Edgar, I Spy, good morning. Cracks, good morning. Now that there's more of you here, yesterday I traded more of this TopStep account, and me and Alito jumped on a call because I traded this on the stream yesterday, I think, and we were up like, I don't know, like 400 or something. And I was like, I don't really care about this account. It's like, I almost don't even want to pay a funded fee if it is passed. I was like, I should just go for it and try to at least hit the max, the daily max limit, which is 1,500 on it, right? Because you can only do half of what your goal is, and we have to get to 3,000. So I was like, let me just see if I can get to 1,500. I already have a $400 or $500 buffer. So I got in a trade, and by the time I killed it, I was at plus like 17 or 1800. I'm like, sweet, that was easy. I mean, I was way over leveraged. I'm fully aware I was most likely just getting lucky. Um, so the next step is I need to lose, $200-$300, so that way, because if I make more than 1,500, then TopStep is just going to raise the bar, and I have to make more in the end. So I'd rather just keep it under 1,500. It was like impossible to lose money yesterday. I was trying to lose money, and my account went up to plus 3,400 in the day, and I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, this never happens when I'm trying to make money, but now that I'm trying to actively lose money, I'm making it. I should have recorded it, but I had Alito can vouch for me because he was there. He's like, what the hell, man? This is crazy. But look, if I go to yesterday, look at my P&L history. So I was going up, and I got to like 1,700, and then I got in a trade trying to lose, and it just kept growing, 2,000, 3,000, 3,400. I'm like, this is such a stupid problem to have. I have 3,400 like fake money, and I have to get rid of half of it. So I got down to 2,600, and then I'm like, all right, this is progress. I lost like almost $1,000. I shouldn't be excited about this. What happened? I freaking went back to 3,400. Yeah, maybe if you can just change your mindset and be like, okay, I want to lose $400 today. Market will go against you and give you money. But yeah, that's stupid. So I ended the day at 1,400, 1,486, like perfect. But it's really frustrating that we were at 3,400 and I needed to get rid of that. Of course, that came so easily because I was like on 4 or 5 minis at a time. Like, obviously, this wasn't trading. Knives, you're here early. You missed talking about my TopStep account yesterday, where we got to like $400 on the day on in the morning, I think. Yeah, 420-ish. But in the afternoon, I'm like, F it. I'm just going to go for it and try to get to my 1,500 limit. And I got to 1,700, which means I needed to lose money for the consistency rules. And then trying to lose money, I freaking made another 2 grand. I'm like, what? What the hell? I was also playing around. I don't even remember what these indicators were, or I was talking to you guys about it yesterday. Yeah. I don't remember what I threw on here. I think the 200 EMA. What was on this one? I'm not switching to using them. I was just goofing off. Well, the bot's ready to go. I didn't want to lose money, but the consistency rules with TopStep, you can't make more than half of your total, or they just move the bar anyway. So it's either you lose it or you have to just make that much more later on. So the bot down here is just trading one micro again because of it freaking screwing us over Wednesday afternoon. I don't even know what all my balances are at. Oh, that one is only, it's at 49.4, so 600 beneath our starting balance. That means we were doing it. That means that bot was doing very well before I decided to run it that afternoon, which was outside of the scope of what it was built for. So that mean it must have been up like close to 2,000 over the last week, maybe. No, that doesn't sound right. I don't know. Our 25K up here that we've been manually trading, we're at 434 in profit over the last, just over the last week, right? I don't remember when we started this. I'm trying to not like think about the total P&L. Think about, when these accounts started, when they reset, all that crap. Like I'm just trying to honestly just not care and just come on, turn the bots on, let them do their thing, and then up here just aim for my $75 to $100. If that's one trade, so be it. If it's 3 or 4 trades, whatever. I'll just sit here and talk to you guys. When I see something, I take it, and that's it. And just I'm kind of just over that part, Like I'm not, and I don't mean over it as in I'm giving up. I think I put too much, or I know I do. My wife will agree that I put too much stress on myself trying to manually trade and trying to make this work out when in reality, I know how to read the markets. I do have good risk management when my self control and discipline is on point. But then I put too much pressure on myself and that gets in the way and screws everything up. So now I'm coming in with the mindset of I don't care. Like if I come in and I take some trades on this account and it's red, so be it. We'll come back tomorrow and try again. And I know that that's like, it seems like so easy. Like, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. It's just not that easy. You guys already know all this, but I just have to think about it a different way. Yeah, 0 F's to give. Because I used to get in the mindset of like, well, this is what happened, when I started this 5-second strategy in December and we just started doing good through January. Like, I was like, oh, I'm doing it. I'm making like 200 per account. So then I start like getting my calculator out, Okay, if I have 10 accounts, I'm doing 200 a day. This is how much I'll be making. So I should have this much by this amount this day. I put all this pressure on myself thinking that I have to see that through. And then I'm not willing to accept any steps backwards. So when I do hit a red day, it was usually too big of a red day. Did the bot? Oh, okay. I thought it exit. I thought it got the profit and then went right back into another trade. So it's only on micros, and micros, the commissions are a higher ratio, aren't they? So, I mean, so far it's doing good. It's only up $13 after commissions, but that's $13 that it didn't cost me any stress or anything like that. Let's see what are we doing here? So we had the non-farm. Oh, I need to look at the news if we have anything after non-farm factory orders and consumer sentiment at 10. So we'll probably have some movement at 10, but between now and 10, see if if the market wants to retrace this move down. Mainly trades, good morning. You can't, John. You just can't. But what I do know is I need to be stress free. McLovin, good morning. McLovin, I have no idea how I didn't notice. No one else noticed. All those shorts I was posting all had the year 23 in the title. I don't think anyone really cares. Uh, plus, unless you seek out like my latest short, like YouTube is just going to show you a random one. It'll probably show people like old ones, and I don't know. But if I keep doing that in a year, you know, assuming I should be progressing as a trader by then, some random person will be shown an old short of mine, and then they'll be commenting saying how bad of a trader I am, and it's like, so they'll just show you random old videos. See how we react up in this gap right there. Mm. Just while you were thinking about it, just I remember people pulling out their checkbooks in the grocery store. I haven't seen that in a while. Do they even accept checks anymore at grocery stores? Yeah, these little old ladies. And then they started doing the thing where they would fill it. They would use the machine to fill it out for you, but then some people would want to fill it out themselves. It's like, just let the machine type all that stuff on there, or the printer. Taking a short off of this up here. Probably could have waited for a better setup on the 5-second. That's these memories I'm speaking of are from Florida. I lived in a town where it was like all retirement people. This sucks. Yeah, someone had a Urban Dictionary entry for the town I lived in, and it said where people go to die. I like how my entry was support right there. That's beautiful. They don't, they don't teach that. Are you kidding me? It's good. My average entry came up to here, and then that's oh man. I'm glad I was able to support price. So I got twice. Beautiful. Well, we move on. Unfazed. We don't care. Do we sweep those? Not really. Yeah, maybe I should keep. Whoa, what the hell is that? Maybe I should try to lose like yesterday afternoon. Two things I could see happening. One, we take out this high and reverse, at least going back to here, and then I'm not sure where. Or we just keep grinding up to the start of non-farm payroll. Nice I spy. So since we are just making all these bullish fair value gaps, I mean, I think we're just gonna ride it up to 615. Just gonna get out there. That puts us. I thought it was putting us back at break even, but it puts us down like 98 right now. You in those hundreds. So this account up here, minus 98. The bot is plus 13. Being outperformed by our own creation. mean, I strongly believe we are going back up into this area. And then after that, potentially the highs. Are these like are those all-time highs, or I have no idea. But those are all-time highs, right? Oh no. Never mind. What am I supposed to do with that, Edgar? Are you kidding me? That's the only thing I have going for me is being funny. I'm relaxed. We're doing great. You can what? No, you're reading the room wrong. I feel perfectly fine. And I like that could come across as sarcastically, but I genuinely mean it. I feel perfectly fine. That loss I took back here, if I wasn't in the state of if I uh if I wasn't in this don't care state, that would have bothered me because we were down quite a bit. That's why I didn't mention it. I glanced over and looked at it and I was like, God damn. But I don't care. Like I really don't. I'm just trading. We're just gonna trade. Like let me know your guys' opinions about I don't know if Knives should even input his opinion on this, but these prop firms, you can get these accounts are kind of cheap, so but you have to be careful. Uh I feel like you should be more aggressive on them. But the flip side to that is no, you should just trade how you always trade and just build good habits over time, blah blah blah. But it's like if I can get an account with funded fees and all that, just say $100, and I have the potential to either make infinite money or at least get to a payout of 1,500. So to risk $100 of real money to potentially make 1,500, I feel like I should be a little riskier. It's not like I'm putting up 1,500 to make 1,500. Then I would, if I was just looking to double my money, I would be a little more conservative. But I'm only spending like $100 on the accounts, so I should just go for it. That's what I'm thinking. But on one hand, like you don't want to get into the cycle, the loop of the prop firms where you're always thinking that, and then you do end up spending. You end up getting 50 accounts, so you spend $5,000 on these, and you never take any money out of them. Well, we took out that high. I think this is a fake move down just to reprice into here, and then we keep going. Came right back to this order block on the 1 minute. It's like a doji order block, but no, I know, John. I'm just saying, like, am I wrong to think? Am I wrong to think I should be aggressive with these because it's a cheap way to try to trade? like this little dip. We have a fair value gap up here that we should get drawn back up into. We don't have to, but with this move and that up there, yeah, that's true, Delta. Just trade what's, I guess we're not going back up there. I just changed my mind too much. I want to do something different. Try different things. Guess I could have held that. I don't know. Maybe we're going to keep going down. I just feel pretty strongly about going back up there. Maybe not. Okay, I guess we're just going to leave that gap and just right up. Oh, you bastard. Let's wait till after 10, I guess. It's probably going to do exactly what I want it to do. Just keeps faking us out, making these lows. I'll try this again. This little bit of displacement was respected and created more. I'm just looking for the market to come back up into this guy. Just gonna have to take that. It's like $100. We're still down a bit, but that's okay. You know, Delta, I don't freaking know. Yeah, I'm not trading what the bot's trading. The bot's doing its own thing. What the bot's doing is not something I plan on doing manually. I'm just trying to read the market with how I've been reading the market. but I'm not necessarily requiring certain things to. I don't have like a mechanical do this and that. I know that's a problem. Obviously, the best thing is to have a very strict rule, a very strict rule based system. I know this, and I have a rule based system with this 515 strategy. Knives, yeah. Sorry, I forgot. I just meant, I just meant you couldn't speak on prop firms. Go ahead. No, I don't think you're not wrong on prop firms. I just know you don't even use them, so I was curious. The people who are using them actively and don't just hate on them all the time, which I hate them too. I genuinely do. However, it's still a cheaper way to get experience in the markets and simulate as close to real money as possible. So that's why I do it. Yeah, it's cheaper if you don't get stuck into the cycle. And it is cheaper but to your point, 100 accounts, the experience they got by trading that, if they are trying to learn and not just gambling, how much sim money did they lose on those 100 accounts? I mean, you know, it doesn't. No, like I said, that's why I said it's the closest to simulating the real thing. So I've tried just straight sim trading, and it's not as close. It's not as close to I don't know. I just can't get it past my brain that straight demo trading with nothing at stake. I just can't do it. It's not real, but there's goals, there's rules, there's you did spend money on it. So it ups the ante just a little bit. And again, I understand. And I completely understand what you guys are saying. I do. Yeah, it's it's a step up from straight sim, and if you use it properly, it could be you can get more experience with less money at stake. However, to your point, I mean, look at I've only taken a little bit out of these prop firms. I've spent way more on the prop accounts, but if I was reliant on getting all of the experience I've gotten over the last year on either demo or real money, I wouldn't have traded as much or learned as much about myself or as much about the market. So I think I've used it to my advantage, even though I hate paying them, but it does give me more real world experience with trading. You just have to anyone I talk to that's like newer to trading or newer about prop firms, like, when you explain a prop firm, they're like, oh, that's an incredible deal, blah blah. I'm like, yes, but you can't, like, do not you're not gonna make money. You're not gonna buy one and then make money off of it. You're gonna fail it, and you're gonna buy another one and another one and another one, and then you get suckered into just this repeated cycle. You just gotta try to use that to your advantage and try to grow and learn from it, obviously. And if you get stuck in the loop, you got to get out. But this before we before we before this goes too far, we're not trying to convince anyone prop firms are good or prop firms are bad. If you think you can use them to your advantage, use them. If you don't like them, don't use them. Me personally, I just trading a a complete demo account. I can't simulate any type of emotions with those trades. The only time I was close to doing that was having a demo account on Tradeovate and then setting a daily loss limit that would lock me out of Tradeovate so I couldn't even take any more trades. I did realize or find out I do have some emotions when when that rule is in place. But it still wasn't quite as close to trading on a prop firm or obviously trading with real money. Next up, VWAP. Hate it or love it. John and Delta, like if I don't look at your guys' names and just read, like I always get you guys mixed up because you guys both have the same exact like style of humor, and I love it. I like that style of humor, but I always get your guys' messages mixed up because it's like I feel like it's the same person. Yeah, I guess that one. I mean, you could trade like that, Alito, but best would be to get like Tradeovate account. Yeah, I don't. I mean, I agree with you. You just gotta. I mean, we blow these accounts up quickly because we're trading too aggressively. I said this 1,000 times. None of the prop firm sizes, the account sizes, in my opinion, none of them give you enough room to trade one mini. None of them. But everyone's out here trading, 1 to freaking 10 minis on these accounts, and none of them give you enough room for a mini. There's no way. The highest I've seen is what 7,500 from Apex. That's not. If I had a $7,500 cash account in, like I said, Alito, I know you're itching to come at me for that, but I don't think $7,500 is enough to trade a mini. If you have 3,000 in your account and you lose $1,000, you can't have a third of your account gone in one day. The 1 minute sure looks like shorts are favorable here. We got two bearish fair value gaps after taking out the high. This one was completely respected. This guy. This was or not the high, but this was taking out liquidity above non-farm payroll. We'll see if this one is respected as well, but I think with a cash account to trade a mini, I would want at the bare minimum 10,000, but ideally 15 to 20 for a mini. Yeah, $1,000 comes very quickly. We're shorting it. All of this that's going on is just, we took this out, reaction, came back up, filled that gap in, reaction. This 1 minute fair value gap didn't take out any swings. Doesn't mean I'm right, but reading all of that, that's what I'm seeing. Thinking about taking a short up here on this account too. Stop would need to be 50 points away, which is a daily loss.
Order filled.
That too. Let's go back to kind of going back to these. I'm not switching my strategy completely, but I mean, I don't know. I just kind of want to see if I still got it. Take one of these big trades. I mean, I called that move going up. I think this is a decent time for it to turn around. Bot just took a winning trade. The bot is up $70 right now with one micro. That's not bad. That's 700 with minis. God, I hate that I ran that bot on Wednesday afternoon. Totally killed the progress of it. If I left it and then just ran it yesterday morning with minis and then this morning with minis, it'd be great. We're going past view up. This is, I mean, look, we had liquidity resting right here. Stab, displace, reprice that, displace. Well, it did good. It did fine on FOMC day, the morning, and I've only been running it, like I said, 9:30 to 11 a.m. I just decided to run it in the afternoon. You can make AI. I'll just make a bot that is constantly asking ChatGPT, giving ChatGPT the last 10 candles and then asking, where do you think it's going? And then either buy or sell based on that. Easy. Alito, I wasn't saying anything on the unrealized drawdown position. What if that worked? I just tell chat GPT, okay, these are the last 10 candles on the 1 minute. Where are we heading next? That would be stupid. Here, where's your view up at? It's down here, right? Somewhere. This I mean, I think this market's going down. 5, 6, 7. We're just tapping VWAP so that way all you VWAPers are like, oh, it's respecting it, and then it's gonna go right through it. The bot thinks we're going down too. That's why it just exited that long. I'm never gonna hear the end of it if we start going up. Did you I hope you bought off of VWAP. That's 20 points right there. No, I'm like 3 years. I didn't trade crypto. I don't know how far I'm willing to hold that. Alito's Jesus, Alito, did you better have taken a long off of that. We're fine. Uh-oh, the bot's longing. The bot turned against us. I think I could create a bot that looks at the fair value gaps, and if those 3 candles break a swing, enter, and then just get out at the high that it created. We have another one back here. These 3 candles broke a swing, get in, just ride it back down to the low that it creates. Yeah, bot did good. It's up it took that loss. It's up 53 right now. It's working on a combine. It's working on a combine. That's why it's micros, because it freaking lost too much the other day and left us with like no drawdown. But I also had it running on minis on a 50K. So there was like no room for it to begin with. I think this high will be my. We'll have to kill it if it gets up there. And I should have bought on VWAP. Do we exit this one? We've just been chopping ever since this happened. I mean, this is still at play. Yeah, I feel you there. When I start getting green fair value gaps, red fair value gaps, highs, lows. Oh Jesus, student. Nice to see you too. Where have you been? How's your trading been going? Mhm. All right, Alito, where's VWAP at now? Oh, nice. Do you have a static account with them? Hmm. Don't like that. And on the 1 minute, right back into this guy. Yeah, I may give them a try. Yeah, we've got a couple. This one has been doing good, but then I ran it during hours that I don't normally, and it absolutely destroyed the account. So it's in timeout running on micros until it can prove itself again. But I have this one, and then I have like two others. One other one running in the background, and once I get another account, we'll spin up the other. So we'll have we'll have three running. Just see how they do. I mean, I just started building these within the last couple months. I've just been back testing. So this is the first time, these last couple weeks are the first time I've been running them live. So it's just a matter of testing them out. I started picking up Rhythmic accounts from Apex so that way I could run bots on here. And then we kind of lost our accounts with TopStep. We kind of lost the fundeds, the two of them. We did take a payout. I didn't take as much as I could have and should have, but after the payout, just started hitting some red days, and I couldn't handle it, couldn't recover. So this is where we are. This bot's about to freaking go right back to break even. I think a daily loss and a daily, like, a max profit, like, once it hit, if I implemented something like that, like, once it hits a certain amount of money, just stop. Because sometimes even in back testing, I've seen it will go up, make money, but then, like, towards the end of the session, it may start giving it back. It's just a matter of knowing what would be the best number. No, I've always been writing bots for Quantower. Like, I've been using Quantower, like, behind the scenes, but not to trade, just to build these and back test them. But once I lost the accounts with TopStep, I was like, well, I should just use this opportunity to start picking up Rhythmic accounts and just moving over here. I mean, I have this TopStep account that we got for free the other day, but ideally, oh, Jesus Christ, Methodical, you're showing up at the wrong time. I have to get out of that. I'm going to get out of this one too.
Order filled.
Man, I had such a good read earlier, and then after that, it's just been trash. But this is also bad, just bad price action. But the bot doesn't care. Yeah, I like the look of Quantower. How do you lose the account? What do you mean? How did I lose my funded accounts that I was talking about? Yeah, I think after watching this bot over the last, like, week, I gotta tell it to not take trades, like, longs near highs and shorts near lows. Some of them have worked, but I don't like it doing that. I think more often than not, they don't work out. So I think how I would decide that is if the take profit is above a high or below a low of the morning session, then just don't even take it and skip it. Wait for the next one. I don't like it. I don't like how it does that. Yeah, pretty much student struggle. I just have it running on this one, and then I have another one running on another account, and I just kind of monitor that. Of course, we get out of that trade, and then it comes all the way back. Yeah, sounds good, student. You have a good one. Have a good weekend. Hopefully, McLovin. Yeah, 5:30. I think it. I'm thinking we are wanting to be drawn into there, but it's set up to do it. But so far, we're just chopping for the last 30, 40 minutes. All right, I'm going to download a list of members and we will spin a wheel. And I think everyone who's a member, I have like their Discord. So if it's someone who's not here, I can just contact you on Discord. We'll get your email address and send you $100. Let's see. Yeah, everyone in this list, I have their Discord. All right. We're melting. Finally. All right. Let's take out. You're the winner. You already know. Methodical already won. All right. Can we see? You guys see the numbers, right? I can't tell. Can you see the numbers on this file that I have right here? Right? 1 through 9. Yeah, we've got 9 members right now. All right. I'm not going to spin it yet. We're going to put the wheel size on 9. And then I'm going to hit spin. Okay. So it's on 1 through 9. I think I just click this. So once it spins and it stops, I'll move the file over and we'll see who it landed on. 9. All right, let me go edit it real quick. I can't grab it. Hold on, I'm trying to grab it. John Harrison, you still here? John, I'll message you on Discord after we get done and get your email. Or if you just want to shoot me a message on Discord and give me your email address and I'll PayPal you. Congratulations, buddy. I think you signed up pretty early with me, didn't you? I don't know. You got the second month icon or whatever. Sweet. We will do it again next month. Or not next month, next Friday. And maybe you have a chance to win again. Look at what you made me miss, John. I could have taken. How much was this that we were just up? 32 points. Maybe I shouldn't. I was trying to distract myself from that trade. 32 times 2 times 5. We're up $300. That would have been a nice recovery from the loss that we're currently at. The wheel spin was nice, but I like doing what we did last month with the chat. However, then everyone has to be here and not every day, certain people can be here. I guess that's part of the appeal, I guess, to a giveaway, but I liked the chat, having people send stuff in a chat. The original short we didn't take a profit, we took a loss. I think longs are looking good here, though. We just went down, took out all these lows, and then displaced up 30-second we did. Put my stop right there just in case. $30 looking primed for longs right there, though. Grabbed liquidity, displaced up. At the same time, this is just not really wanting to go anywhere. Maybe we just keep doing this garbage for the rest of the day. I don't know. Click that button. Oh, was I doing something wrong? Think I understand, but if we get in another trade, it's dumb that you can they have stop loss and take profit on a take profit order. Doesn't make any sense. Because I've accidentally grabbed those. What is this doing? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Everything froze. We are going up there.
Order filled.
645. Jesus.
Order filled.
Every time I want to add to a trade, starts to turn around. Nah, it's not for that setup. Or are you saying, oh, you mean like, was there no setup for me to get in? There was back here when I saw this on the 30-second. We took out all these lows. This would have been I should have just entered there. This was a nice setup right there. As it keeps moving, I'm just banking on us going up to that high. So on that TopStep account, just jump in on it. Could get in here too with this acting as an order block. But What's frustrating is I call some moves, I do good sometimes. And other times I'll just think moves are going to happen and then they don't. I like to try to end a little green today on this account. How much higher? I guess we don't have to go much higher than that. That's where I was calling it. We'll just take that on here. Puts us basically at break even for that account. I'll probably, and it's almost 11 now, I'll probably trade that account later, honestly. As for these, our 25K is not looking that good. Not looking good at all today. Now that we're making these highs, though, I don't foresee anything being available for me on this account. The last trade that the bot took was a long. It needs the market to pull back before it even looks to get into anything. It's amazing how scaling down can help your mindset. As long as you're not in the mindset of trying to make it back. Otherwise, sometimes that makes it worse because then it takes more. If you're trying to make it back and you scale down, it's like you feel like you have a long road ahead of you, then you can make bad decisions. I've tried different things with this bot to attempt to capitalize on these bigger moves. But any changes I make to it to catch more points just means it's ends up losing more on the times where it gets in and it doesn't run. But these moves that it runs, it usually always gets in the very beginning of the move. I just don't know how to make more on those moves without affecting all the smaller ones. How do we predict this? How do we predict that more often? So this entered, it's not looking at fair value gaps. There just happens to be one right here. I wonder if I tell it to only do that when there's a fair value gap. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't want to change the stop or when it exits. Are these are the highs for the 130? Oh, way back here. I think we this minute can close up here above that high. Then we have a place to put the stop beneath this red candle. That's why I waited to get in, because we might not close up there. Damn. You guys see that? That's why it's so important to wait for these candles to close, because that candle looked very strong, right? All green, big body. And then right before it closes, it comes back down, and now it's a red doji. That tells a very different story than the candle closing up there. I don't know. 30-second. I know not everyone uses like a 30-second, but high, low, higher, high. This gap holds on the 30-second. I want this candle. Oh, well, the bot took a short. 60. It's like 20-ish points. All right, dragging the stop up here. Alito, I have to click something else with that, or if you're still here?
Order filled. Order cancelled.
I think if we can close down here, get a candle to come down beneath this swing, it be in good shape here. Now we just need it to close down there. But we have 46 seconds left. Come on. Can't believe we had a $300 trade and we didn't close it. Maybe I need to change this take profit on the bot to 9 points, because sure seems like a lot of trades. We get very close and then we have a pullback, and I would prefer it to just get out. Have you guys been taking anything? Won 1, lost 2. That would be nice if that's all I've had so far, but today's obviously, it's just one of those days. We just, well, I bet, you know what? I bet you guys, if I stuck with my strategy that I keep talking about, and the whole reason why I'm even on the 5 second, I bet you we'd be up a decent amount today, because all of these trades have gone at least 5 points in my favor, like pretty quickly. And then I haven't been, wasn't following that strategy today whatsoever. So because of that, we're taking a week's worth of progress step backwards. This is why I have been trying to be so focused on the bots, because if I can build a strategy I like that's profitable over time, they will always follow the strategy, not wake up one day and decide, I don't want to trade like that today, even though I've proven I do good when I trade like that. And I hate getting into the mindset. This was another reason why I stopped trying to pick those larger moves because usually it's looking for reversals. Sometimes the market doesn't want to reverse, you know? Sometimes it's just going to keep going. The reason why the first or the second trade I took or whatever worked, it was a big trade, but it was it was looking for the reversal from down here up towards this area, which is what we did. But then I immediately start only looking for shorts, trying to reverse that, and then reverse that, and then reverse that. And we don't always want to do that. Hey, I'm short too. But the bot's long. So now the market's not sure what to do. It's like, the market's like, who do I want to screw over? What's this other account doing? Oh, yeah, I had a stop up there. So that one can be left unattended. I'm liking that on the 30-second. Not for the bot's sake, but for this trade up here in our TopStep account. It just won't go. I just want one of those, big, quick moves, preferably in my favor. Then I could be like, then I could feel good about the trade. But we just came down and took out all these lows. We didn't displace up on the 5-second though. I could see us coming back up into here though. All right, so it's 11. This guy's done. Other one's done too. Oh, want to add on to this, but I just don't know. I guess that was a quick decision to make. I like I like when the market's, going in one direction and we create a little tiny pullback and then it breaks that. Now the struggle is, when do we get out? If I get out now, it cuts my loss on the day in half. but we just added, so we could potentially get back to break even if this keeps going. Maybe even if we're lucky, all the way back to a little in the green. I don't even want a lot. If we can fill this displacement in 5 minute all the way down to 590, that would be nice. That would be real nice. That may put us in the green right there. What's this doing? Oh, damn. Let's get out of that.
Order cancelled.
So we're up 700 on the TopStep. I'm not trading that later. That's plenty for today. It was a roller coaster yesterday. But what do I do with this? We're down 260 right now if I exit. No one's giving me any advice. What? You just went short? $100 to go. If we can squeeze out another 100 out of this, we could get back to break even. Oh, you got out? Oh, so you got out, so now it's going to tank, right? The 4 hour. See, back here we were down like 100. Now unrealized we're down 250, 200, 370. Jesus. I had an opportunity to get out pretty close to break even. But we've got this displacement down with this order block. So I don't like that. Look at this wick down into there. Just oh, that's a 5 hour. What the hell am I looking at? I was like, that doesn't look right. Oh, we've been raking in the losses today. Oh, except for the one account I don't even care about, the TopStep combine that we just reset this week. That was up 700 today. And I don't care about that one. Definitely. I mean, it's obviously hindsight, but we definitely should have killed that back there. We'll see how this if that 1 minute holds us. I mean, this displacement right here was breaking down past that swing. Uh-oh. What happened? I haven't heard from you in a while, right? I don't remember seeing your name lately. So if I'm red too much in a day, and then I'm in a trade that gets me back to a reasonable red day, I need to just take that, not hope for more. Because our unrealized P&L right now kind of sucks. Oh yeah, I've been trying to get off by 11 at the latest. I think we're just gonna have to deal with this. Jesus, we could have had a minus $100 day back here. Minus 100 is what I would want my max red day to be, but we also did not follow any of my strategy rules today. Like absolutely none. So that's what that's what you get. If you don't want to follow the rules, you can't expect to get the results you want. We had this. We didn't really have any. No, we had some fair value gaps on the 1 minute. Yeah, so we had the bullish 5 minute gap. It aligned with some. I don't even have to look. I don't even have to mark them out to see that we should have been looking for only bullish 5 second gaps, going for 5 points, and that's it. And we didn't do that today. I can't wait all day, John. We're about to the account might not be able to withstand it, actually. I don't know. At the same time, I don't know if I would have marked out this gap from the news. I don't know. Usually when there's a big news event, I always expect a retracement. So I think I would have came into that looking for longs. Well, we were green on the TopStep account. John, you said this is coming down. Oh, you're trolling me. It's gonna come down like tomorrow. Oh my god. What does it mean when your account shows a when it's highlighted red in Rhythmic? That's bad, right? Oh, that's real. That's real bad. That means it's close. I mean, you got back just in time for that comment. John, you should get an email from PayPal. Just losing money all day. The people supporting me are taking my money. The market's taking all my money. Apex is taking all my money. Yeah, you weren't here. Where were you at? You won $2,000. I'm just kidding. And you were entered in it. You didn't need to be here. Oh, did they take I it said that there was no fee, but did they take it out on your end? Damn it. I'll send you another $3. I think I picked the wrong I think I picked the wrong reason because the person who won last month, it took that out of my side. Or wait, no, I made him pay for it, so that's fine. That because it was an accident, and I was like, "Hey, sorry, man, I didn't know I was gonna take this $4 or $5 from there, but whatever. You guys will be fine. You can pay $2.99. I don't feel bad." Alito, you were number see right here. You were number 6, but it picked number 9. So better luck next week. But I'm gonna try to. Should I try to make them you guys different numbers, or just leave them the same numbers? I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, there he is. You're the one who won last month, right? Chahal. Yeah, he's saying that because he won a big chunk. Wait a second. You got all that money, and I don't see you as a member yet. you should be. You should be handing members out like nothing. Oh man, he's gonna regret making himself known. I'm just joking. You don't have to be a member. I don't know what to do with this trade. Uh-oh, it's red again. Well, we're gonna do 5 chances since you made me feel bad about the last day of this month's on a Thursday. You guys got lucky because it's a. Oh, I didn't know this was a leap year. Should have been the last day of the month. Should have been on a Wednesday. Are we in 10 contracts right now? Why does that say 10? I only clicked sell one time. And this says 5. Yeah, I know it's a 10, Alito. Why when I dragged the stop it only said 5 though? Wait, is that 10 is yeah, what? When did we get into 10 contracts? Did I accidentally click it twice? Oh, I shorted down here also. That's our average. Oh, yeah, I did. How long have we been in this for? Oh, I shorted that. And then down here. So this needs to be. Oh, I dragged my stop and then and then when I entered again, I didn't update that. Mm. Hey, John, you were right. It's coming back. Maybe. If this works, this was not how I wanted this to go, and this is not something I would like to repeat. If it works, we completely just got lucky. Yeah, Lucid, you go long. Someone needs to get screwed in order for me to get out of this trade in the green. All right. By the way, the bot ended minus 100. What a turn of events, because it was up, what, like 70 or 75 or something at one point, and then it just started getting chopped up. Nothing to me is showing This wants to go lower. Does anybody have any imaginary lines that are showing them it wants to go lower? Maybe some new indicator I've never heard of that could give me a little bit of hope. We really should have exited back here. I don't know how to say that. Ichimoku. Why didn't we take this? Oh, here we go. There, that's showing we want to go lower. Oh, it worked. Printed a red candle right there. It's working. Uh-oh. Oh, I think we need to move it. Yeah, pretty much lucid. If there's equal highs or equal lows, we're expecting the market, we're expecting there to be liquidity, so we should get drawn to that area and then potentially reverse there, but wait for a setup to indicate that that's what it was wanting, or that's what it did. Where did Methodical said equalize at 58 and 67? So here, so if there's liquidity there, which there should be, then we would expect the market to come up. Let me get this off here. Just trade up a little above it, but then create a like a bearish fair value gap indicating that we took those, and then now we're going to go down. SMT is a good sign, right? Oh, you mean equal highs and SMT? Hmm. There we go. I don't know if I have that account anymore. Balance is at 24,144. We have got like $200 left on it. Mm. This is what I'm saying. Like I can do so good for a period of time and then just ruin it all in one day. And I know that you guys can relate, but how do you fix that? So frustrating. I almost think uh the best thing with these prop accounts is to do um just do your best to get to a payout and then just take the payout and start over. Had we done that with those funded accounts, well, TopStep would have limited us to half. But we could have taken out a little over 2,000 on them instead of 500, but we ultimately lost them. Would have been better to take out all that money and then lose them. That's what I was trying to show I could do with this account by just doing it over the course of like a month. But we also did not follow any of my strategy rules today. So I don't need to think about changing the strategy or changing how I trade. I need to change from what I did today. I need to go back to what I was doing, obviously. But that just comes back to self-control and self-discipline and all that crap. Lucid. So yeah, seeing equal highs does not mean that we're going to sweep them and then reverse. We would point those out and then just see how the market reacts when we get up there. Obviously, this went up here and then just kept running, so then we wouldn't be looking for any shorts anymore. We wouldn't be looking for a reverse because it didn't happen. But I can show you on the 30-second. Let me take off these. This is a perfect example. This is like picture perfect ICT method or whatever. So we've got these. I'm just going to put this here. So we got these lows and like this low over here. These are relatively close. It's not as clear as those two on the 1 minute, but I wouldn't you wouldn't have, or at least in my opinion, I wouldn't have these marked out. Just like when the market's up here, I wouldn't come and mark these out. But when you see a move like this, displace down, and on the 30-second, we had a couple candles, then we displace back up. You see this, and then you look to the left and see, did it just sweep like equal lows or a low or something like that? And then sure enough, we did. We took out both of these lows, and then we displaced back up. So then we start saying, okay, we took out the liquidity here, then we displaced back up. We created a fair value gap. This is a perfect long opportunity. And sure, this is hindsight, but I was calling this out live. I just didn't take advantage of it. So when you see that happen, then it's like, okay, we took out liquidity beneath lows, and we're showing a want to go higher with this setup. So hopefully that makes sense and doesn't make it any more confusing. But something that I struggled with when I was first learning this way of trading in these setups was I would try to look for, the lows first, and then I'm like, well, which low matters? Why these equal lows and not those equal lows? I think it's better to wait for something like this to form and then see if it makes sense. If there wasn't equal lows or no lows over here, this was just a void, then I wouldn't really trust this in one way, one direction or another. I would just wait for something else. Ideally, wait for something else. This was this right here. Yeah. So this on the 30-second was this wick on the 5-minute, which was reaching back down into a 5-minute bullish gap. There's this one here and there's this one here, but when there's two, you can treat those as one. So this kind of like, did that go back to halfway? What was that? Where's just a normal fib right there? What is that? Yeah, so along with this happening, those lows, that wick also came back to the 50% of this displace these two fair value. When there's two fair value gaps in a row, you can just treat that as one big fair value gap. So look at that. That wick came back exactly halfway of that. Like, so that lining up with this, with lining up with that, with then this gap, like this was a beautiful indication that this is about to run higher. And sure enough, we've been chopping, and then, this chop was building the liquidity. So anyone going along move their stops beneath these guys. And then what do? Came down, took them out, displaced back up. It also correlated with the 50% of the 5-minute gap. And then it kept going. So like I said, I wouldn't necessarily have had this 50% marked out already. It's just when you see this happen, then I look back and see, okay, is this lining up with some other things? Yep, check. Hey, this, and then you can decide where it's wanting to go. You just can't be thinking about this stuff prematurely, or you don't want to blow your or you don't want to blow your chance too early, See what happened there too, because this little drop down was halfway of these two 5-minute fair value gaps as well. And what do you know? This is the same exact pattern and setup that we just went over, where we drop down midpoint of a 5-minute fair value gap. It went pretty far beneath this swing, but there's also a swing here. These swings. So drop down, lines up with halfway of the 5-minute, displace back up, come back in, tap it, and then keep going. I mean, this crap happens all the time. It's so difficult waiting for that to happen and watching other potential setups form and missed opportunities, or getting in bad trades, and then that screws you up the whole rest of the day and you can't read the market. But two perfect setups. This is a 30-second, of course. I don't know if that formed on the 1-minute. I don't know if you even asked, but I'm going to look. So these two, and then we'll look on the 1-minute. This is the 5-second. So wrong chart. And what do you know? The 1-minute drop beneath the lows, displacement. We didn't come back and get in there, but we came back to 74.5 and the gap was at 73. 1 point away. You can get in that when you see this start forming. You could have got in as soon as this candle closed. Oops. Same thing up here. Drop down. Gap. We tap it there. Nothing wrong with getting it up here though. And then it just keeps running. So why am I not taking stuff like that? We may never know. And I don't think that's me reviewing the market and just being like, or in hindsight being like, yeah, look how easy this is, because I think I've proven I can pick that stuff out as it's happening. It's just today, I don't know what the hell I was doing today, just trading the 5-second like a maniac. Now that we have like these bots that are running, that could be the solution to helping me pass time and waiting for these setups. I don't know, maybe. I was using you guys to help me pass time, because like talking to everyone in chat and everything, that was helping my patience waiting for stuff. But obviously we still need some work on that. The bots have helped. Like yesterday we only took that one trade on the manual trades. We only took one trade all day because I was busy looking at the bots and seeing how those are doing. I don't know. I don't know if I want to go back to that. I wasn't even trading my 515 thing though, so there's no need to stray from that either. Like I said, I changed my mind. I go from week to week. I want to do different things. You can't do that. Looking at the chart, it looks like the bot I wasn't running today. I believe it would have taken a win today. Oh, today's Friday. I could run it for this week and see what it did. Do I want to show you guys that though, or just do that after I get off the stream? I will. I mean, if anyone's interested, I'm gonna run it. I'm gonna run a back testing session real quick for this week up until now. I'm only gonna show. I'm not gonna show the chart though. We'll just have the account performance up and see how it does. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep everything off screen. Sorry. I need to get off of Rhythmic. Let me just let me just shut you guys down for a second. I don't know if it's going to show. I don't know. I don't remember all these screens if it shows like my username that I don't want for some of these other logins. I think the bot that I didn't run this week, I think it would have done good. But I don't know cuz I didn't run it. And we'll run it on minis. It's more exciting. It's definitely interesting, but they're a pain. Oh, I could put it on just whatever. Account performance. We'll just have the account performance up and then I'm playing it through right now. I guess I could put it on a put it on the hourly. It's not trading the hourly. So I mean, it's not like there's anything to hide. I have this market replay. This controls how fast it's running. And I found during market hours, you kind of want to keep it between like 60, 70%. It's a little too quick. I know it took a big loss. Yeah. This is with minis, so it would have been down 1900 on Monday. So now I usually just speed it up because I only run it in the mornings, just like this other one. I wish you could just skip to the next day, but you got to just run through the time. Then once it gets close to market open, I got to slow it down. Oh, is that a loss? Oh, that was a win. Damn. So, like I said, it was like the drawdown was pretty rough when I back tested it, but it was overall profitable. It's just this is, of course, this is with mini, so I could get I just got to figure. I can get an account and then just run it with like 1 micro per trade, or 2 or 3 micros, depending on how much drawdown it can withstand. So that's day 2. That was day 2. Let's run it to the next day. Yeah, it's just I've been through so many trials and errors with this. Like for a while, I was back testing and then realized all of my back testing was inaccurate because of whatever reason. I'd have to go fix it and then rerun it all again. Depending on the strategy and depending on like how you run it, sometimes I would just set this to you give it a start date and a start time, and I would just run it for like a year, and then just run it overnight or whatever. So these are limit orders, so they're not in. That's why it moved. Now it's tagged into those, I think, right? Yeah. Might be back in the red if it hits those losses. Uh-oh. One of the days this week, though, I thought it took like 120 points out of the market on one day. Obviously, it doesn't matter if it's freaking losing other days, but I just want to see that it makes money over the course of a week or the course of a month. I don't really care individual days, obviously. No, not Rhythmic only. They support a lot of different feeds. See over here, search connections, all of this. And I think, like I said, I think today's oh, that sucks. No, you can't. I don't think you can't connect to Tradeovate, right? No. Tradeovate's like its own thing. So maybe this week wasn't a good week to run it. Oh, yes, so I made a change. This bot used to only take up to one. It would only take one setup per day. but then I adjusted it so it can take an unlimited amount of setups within a time period per day. And I think yesterday, if I kept it on the old way, it would have been profitable. But because of it allowing it to take multiple setups per day, it like had a win, but then it took a loss immediately and gave it all back. And I'm like, damn, now I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should put it back. But when I did like my back testing for the last year, the unlimited trades was a bigger profit and loss over the year, and it didn't make the drawdown much worse. It made it a little worse, but it like almost doubled the profit and loss and only increased the drawdown by like 50% or something. And then today, I think today it would have taken a win, but I don't think it's going to be enough to make the week green. No. Yeah, it would have. So for this week, this bot would have lost 170 over the week. You guys saw though the market this week was pretty undecided and choppy, so that's not too bad. I know the drawdown sucks. The drawdown is because it's on minis, and some of these trades are pretty big. So another thought is to have it run on micros and auto scale depending on how big the risk is. So that way the risk is always the same amount. Say only ever risk up to $500 per trade. So if it's a 20-point stop loss or a 80-point stop loss, it will adjust the contracts to make sure it's never more than $500. I think that would be a good idea. And maybe have that be like a checkbox. Like, do you want it to scale or do you want it to just do the same quantity? Honestly, that's not bad. Minus 170 for the week, I think, is a good idea. I mean, I think that's a decent. I mean, if it's going to have a red week, I'd obviously prefer it to be minus 170 versus like minus 2000 or something. And that's just 1 week. It would stuck. It would suck stomaching these days. But again, that comes back to the size of the. If I was on micros, that's $200 days, right? Versus 2000. So this bot I just ran, I'm confident in the profit and loss, but like I keep saying, it's the drawdown I'm not confident in. So I have two 50K accounts resetting tomorrow, and I'm going to do some math over the weekend to figure out. I need to pick a quantity, a contract size that I'm willing to run on it, and then run it every day, and don't make any changes to it, and see if it can pass the account or not. I obviously need to run it on micros because this would have blown the account, right? Got to. Well, I guess not. Or yeah, the the drawdown was 2,700 and the 50K account is 2,500. So it would have blown one of those. But I mean, just scale it down and then just let it do it over time. That's the plan. All right, this was way too late of a stream. You guys kept me on here too long. If you guys keep trading, you know what to do. Oh, it's Friday. You guys have a good weekend. We will be back on Monday morning more accounts, more bots. Maybe I'll even have more built. But thanks everyone for being here and the support. Methodical. You have a great rest of your stream if you're streaming. If you guys need someone to watch, go watch him. And talk to you guys on Monday morning.